Hey guys, M.V.K here coming to you again. Welcome back as always. Welcome back to the opinion spot. Yeah, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the first 5 of my new top 10 list. This is non-DC, non-Marvel slash DC characters that I think should get a movie. And I appreciated everybody's input on the first 5, but now we're on the next 5, the last 5. So sit back, relax, and once again, respect my list and enjoy. Number 5. Alright guys, so number 5. So we kick it off once again with another one of my favorite pulp characters, another character that predates Superman. Actually is the first to wear the domino mask, the first costume character, actually, believe it or not, and that's the Phantom. Yeah, I've always loved the Phantom, and I always thought that they should reboot, give him another movie, reboot it. This is another character that supposedly Sam Worthington is attached to. Now, there was a movie before that came out in '96, I believe, and Billy Zane was Kit Walker, aka the Phantom. Now, I look at that movie and I'm like, Billy Zane and Christy Swanson's character, his love interest in that, just did not connect. He didn't feel like the Kit Walker that I would read, whether it was from the old series or when DC had the character. But I could really see them redoing the character. The only thing that kept me interested in that movie was seeing the first introduction of a certain actress known as Catherine Zeta-Jones. That was the thing that kept me into that movie. But seeing a new Phantom movie would be really cool to me, because they could use kind of the premise of what Dynamite did for the character. If you've never read the series, The Last of the Phantoms, I recommend it. It's a very good series. They paid real more homage to Lee Falk's character, the Phantom. It was just really, really good. And being the fact that the Phantom comes from a legacy, it's passed down from father to son, just comes full circle. And I would love to see the Phantom get a new series. That's just me. I love the ghost who walks, the Phantom. Number 4. Yeah, number 4. So the Phantom was number 5. Who's number 4? Alright guys, so number 4 comes from another creation of Robert Kirkman. Yes. Now, a lot of people have told me this could also be a TV series as well, and I totally agree with them. But I would also like to see a movie done for this character, and this character is none other than Mark Grayson, aka Invincible. Now, Invincible is a cool character, very, very cool character, but the comic is very violent. It gets really gritty in that comic, so is one thing. But Grayson is what I like to for a mixture of Superman and Spider-Man. And I would love to see them bring this character to life. Now, who could play Mark Grayson? And oh man, that's kind of tough, because somebody that can pull off being played a young actor, maybe a younger actor, maybe in his mid-20s or so. But I hope people, if they were to do it, I hope people don't look at him as being, once again, a Superman wannabe, because once again, that's the gift and curse of Superman, in my opinion. Anybody who's got nearly the same abilities as him, they're going to get that kind of aspect. But it's just how the character is portrayed and how the character is broadcast to the audience and things like that. But another Image character would be really cool. I would really love to see Mark Grayson, aka Invincible, come to the big screen and maybe even then transcend to the small screen or vice versa. But this was a character that a lot of people said could go both ways in a sense, or just one way. But Invincible is just another cool character that Robert Kirkman created, and you gotta love him very much. Number 3. Yes, indeed, number 3. So who's the kid got for 3? This is another character that is a top cow character, in a sense, very dark character. And this character I would love to see brought to the big screen. Just think about the effects and the makeup artists that could pull this off. And that's none other than Jackie Espedito, aka the Darkness. Who doesn't like the Darkness? Probably a great anti-hero slash. I mean, this guy is a ex-mafia hitman. He even ran the mafia a couple of times. Here is this guy who has a ancient entity that is a part of the Trinity of Power. The Darkness, the Witchblade and other things like that. Who has to be, can't have sex because if he does, it'll kill him. But the Darkness has always been cool. I would love to see them bring him to life. Hell, it could even be maybe a spin-off out of another character that is on this list once again. But it would be really cool to see the Darklings come, how they would portray the Darklings and how they would portray the Darkness. How would it talk to Jackie and communicate and see him put on the armor and things like that? And I would get a kick out of that. Now, in terms of who could play Jackie, man, that's kind of hard for me, and it's kind of funny because I'm usually good with casting a little bit, but I'm always one for new faces. I'm always one for someone new to pull it off. But I would love to see Jackie Espedito, the Darkness, come to the big screen. What about you guys? Do you feel Darkness can make it on the big screen and get over with the comic readers and everything like that? Maybe the gamers can help out as well, because he's transitioned into the gaming world as well. Jackie Espedito, the Darkness. Number 2. Dos. Number 2. If there's any female character, non-Marvel, non-DC, that I would love to see brought to the big screen, it is none other than Miss Sarah Pazzini, the Witchblade. Now, once again, this was another movie that is supposed to be in talks of being made. Many people probably seen the teaser, billboard poster of it and everything like that. Now, the Witchblade has transcended the comics. Everybody knows about her. Hell, there have even been 2 different persons as the Witchblade. Okay, we all know this is an object that only goes to females, and that's always cool. That was something that was always cool and unique. And there have been famous females in history that has had it. People like Joan of Arc and Cleopatra, people like that. But we've never really seen a real decent based Witchblade transcend to other medias. Now, yeah, we did get a series by TNT that Yancy Butler played, but let's face it, that was not Sarah Pazzini. Okay, the Sarah I know is not a whiny, very over-emotional character. She is a strong character, strong homicide detective that got twisted into this realm of supernaturalness that makes her a legend. as probably one of the greatest female characters in comic book history. And I would love to see them bring Sarah Pazzini back. Now, who could play her? I have a few, but there's a couple I could see playing her, but would portray her very well. But it'd be cool to see Sarah Pazzini, Witchblade, brought to the big screen properly and respectively. Number one. So, guys, for my number one pick of a character, a non-DC Marvel character that should get a movie, is another classic character. And he's had a movie before, and I thought it was really good, but I would love to see it come back with another take, and that's the Shadow. Yeah. Um, I've always liked the Shadow. Very classic character that predates Superman about maybe what 2 years, I think. Um, it's he's a character that kind of you can say is kind of where the idea of Batman kind of came from. He always had this uniqueness about him. The Shadow knows. He's always got to know, and he wears a fedora and he's got a mask that covers his face. When the movie came out with Alec Baldwin, they went more into the mysticism. Like, he blends into the Shadow. He's not just a ex World War One operative that was really good at espionage, and knows how to be things like that. But in this one, they made him like he was really like he learned from monks how to bend the light around him, become invisible, which was okay for the first movie. But I think I would love to see them go a little bit more in tradition of the character, and kind of take the idea of a little bit once again of what Dynamite Comics has been doing with the character, or just take it back to the original days of when he first was appearing on the radios and everything like that. But just as always, just show respect to the character. As for who could play him, once again, that's open season. Who in a basis. But yeah, the Shadow makes my number one, which I would love to see. I've heard Sam Raimi's talks about he wants to take on the project, and that's cool. That would be cool. I would love to see maybe his take on it. But yeah, Shadow makes number one. So there you have it, guys. My top 10 non-Marvel DC characters who should get movies. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, as always. And this is my running kid. Peace and love. Stay tuned. Keep it real, guys. I'll catch you next time on the opinion spot. Once again, where your opinion counts. Take care.